In this hadith, there is the key, the most important key of all. And we say this is Dajjal. You will say no, he cannot be Dajjal. You are misled. Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is reported to have said, every prophet has warned his people about Dajjal. And the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam warned his people about Dajjal. Now listen carefully. But I am going to tell you something that no one ever said before me. No one ever said this before me. This is absolutely new information about Dajjal, about the Antichrist. What is it that is so important that it has come with the very last prophet? No one after him. What is it about Dajjal that is so important that no one ever spoke of it before me? What is it? Do not treat the subject lightly. No. Take your time with it. Dajjal sees with his left eye. He is blind in the right eye. It looks like a bulging grip. But your Lord is not one-eyed. Between his eyes, on his forehead, is written the word kafara, kafir. And every mu'min is the one who has not only made the declaration of belief with the lips, Islam, but in addition, it has traveled until it has entered the heart. So now he has Iman, so he is mu'min. Every mu'min would be able to read the word kafir, whether he is katib or ghayru katib, whether he is literate or illiterate. He can read and write or cannot read and write. This is what was saved until the last. And in this hadith, there is the key, the most important key of all for the study of Akhirul Zaman. If you miss this one, you miss methodology. So what is there in this hadith? That he sees with the left eye, but he's blind in the right eye. One day, Dajjal will have to appear in human form. The Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, he would be a Jew. He would be a young man. He would be powerfully built. He'd have the curls of the Orthodox Jews. And he will stand up in Jerusalem and declare, I am Al-Masih, the Messiah. When you study the subject, as we have been studying the subject, you know that day is not too far from now. I may not live to see it, but you will live to see it. That's how close it is. But if you use the wrong methodology, then when he stands up there in Jerusalem and he says, I am the Messiah, Al-Masih, and we say this is Dajjal, you will say no, he cannot be Dajjal, because he sees with two eyes. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Dajjal sees with one eye. You are misled because you adopted the wrong methodology. What is the right methodology? How is it that the mu'min can read? Whether he is katib or ghayru katib, he can still read kafir. But Abu Jahl cannot read, and George Bush cannot read. How come they can't read? But the one who has faith can read. Huh? Maybe we should send Abu Jahl to the eye specialist. Check out his eyes. How come he can't read? But the report comes back from the eye specialist that his eyes are okay. Still he cannot read. But this one can read. Will you not think? Did Allah not send this Qur'an liqawmi yatafakkarun? Did Allah not send this Qur'an to a people who think? Why have we stopped thinking? Is it because that the one who has faith is not reading with these eyes alone? Is it that in addition to these eyes, we have other ways of seeing? This is called epistemology. The Quran tells us, فَإِنَّهَا لَا تَعْمَى الْأَبْصَارِ. It's not these eyes which are blind. وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ الَّتِي فِي الصُّدُورِ. What is blind is the heart which is inside the chest. So that the Quran gives us a different epistemology, that we see with external sight, and we also see with internal sight. And so now we can subject the hadith to something called ta'wil. Tafsir is to explain. Ta'wil is to interpret. And when we talk on ta'wil, we go to the Quran, not to the hadith, to the Quran. So the one who has faith can read because he's seeing with the internal eye. And the one who is Abu Jahl cannot read because he is internally blind. And so now we can explain the hadith. The ta'wil, or the interpretation, is that when Dajjal sees with the left eye, it symbolizes external sight, knowledge that is externally acquired. And when Dajjal is blind in the right eye, it symbolizes internal blindness. And all those who follow Dajjal will be internally blind. How then can we ensure that we are not internally blind? The heart can see only when the heart has faith. And you cannot fool Allah. وَعَلَّمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. Be conscious of the fact that Allah hovers between a man and his heart. Be conscious of the fact that Allah hovers between a man and his heart. So Allah knows whether this heart is worshipping Him or worshipping the dunya.